Your regional radio weather forecast sponsored by ServPro of Piatt and DeWitt counties, offering cleaning, restoration, and construction. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 81. North winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Lows level off around 57. Tonight, clear skies. Hear weather twice an hour or online anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com. Currently, it's 71 degrees.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Come see me, Jay Peterson, your auto owner's insurance agent at 117 West Main in Clinton, or call 935-6605.
This is Noah Atkinson, owner of Lincoln Printers and Sign Designs in Lincoln. Small business is the lifeblood of our communities. That's why I'm proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the WHOW WEZC Lincoln Printers Business of the Month.
DeWitt Savings Bank is a Clinton-based FDIC-insured mutual savings bank, providing high-quality customer service for their depositors and loan customers with local people making local decisions. They'll receive a $200 gift certificate good at Lincoln Printers and Sign Designs for being our WHOW WEZC Lincoln Printers Business of the Month. Nominate a business you'd like featured by emailing us at whow@randyradio.com.
Lincoln Printers and Sign Designs congratulates this local business for their contribution to our community. And for envelopes, wedding invitations, signs, banners, vinyl wraps, and more, find us at lincolnprintersinc.com.
I'm Jill with Liberty Village of Clinton. We've been locally owned for almost 20 years. Same high standards of care, offering villa homes, supportive living, skilled nursing, bounce back rehab, and memory lane. For more, click on our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
DeWittDailyNews.com is the area's leading local news source 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the latest local news, obituaries, police blotter, weather forecast, and more with no paywall. Head to DeWittDailyNews.com to get the local information you need to know.
News time, 7 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Wednesday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded local newscast. We stream to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Before we get to the news on this Wednesday, let's take a look at those rainfall totals. Meant to get to this yesterday, but doesn't hurt to revisit it. Rainfall from those rains Monday night, those severe storms that rolled through, dropped quite a bit of rain. Clinton reporting between an inch and a fifth and an inch and a quarter of rain here in DeWitt County. Over in the Farmer City area, just off the lake, about 6/10 of an inch of rainfall in the eastern portion of DeWitt County. Moving over to Piatt County, Monticello got an inch and a fifth of rainfall south of D-Land, just off of D-Land, the Monticello D-Land blacktop, just short of an inch of rain, kind of in the western portion of Piatt County. Between Cisco and Cerro Gordo along 48 in western Piatt County, an inch and a half of rainfall. Report out of southern Piatt County around Bemint, just short of an inch of rainfall. North of the highway on the eastern edge of the county, about 8/10 of an inch of rainfall. One marker, a couple of markers just north of that one, about 2/3 of an inch of rainfall. And in the far northern portion of Piatt County, where Piatt and Champaign counties meet, about 4/10 of an inch of rain reported in northern Piatt County. Let's move to the west in Lincoln, between an inch and 6/10, an inch and 3/4, even a report of 2 1/10 inches on the west side of Lincoln in Logan County. Between Atlanta and Lincoln off the highway, an inch and a half. Between Hartsburg and Atlanta in northern Logan County, over 2 inches of rainfall reported. New Holland reporting 2 8/10 inches of rainfall. 2.5 inches of rain reported in Elkhart in southwest Logan County. North of Mount Pulaski by a few miles, about an inch and 8/10 in eastern Logan County. Southeast Logan County, just outside of Latham, 2 9/10, where Logan and Macon counties meet. Into Macon County, 2 8/10 inches of rain. In Warrensburg, between 2 3/10 and 2 4/10 on the northeast side of Decatur, just south of Oriena along the highway. Southwest Decatur reporting 3 7/10 inches of rain along Taylorville Road in southwest Decatur. 2 1/10 inches of rain on the far western edge of Decatur, where Logan, Macon, and Sangamon counties meet, and just outside of Dalton City, between Mount Zion and Dalton City on 121, 2 3/4 inches of rainfall in Macon County. Moving to the north, McLean County reporting a little bit less than a half an inch of rainfall. Reports ranging between a third and a 4/10 of an inch of rainfall. There's a few right around a half an inch as well. Leroy getting about 3/4 of an inch of rainfall between Leroy and Hayworth on 136. 3/4 of an inch of rain. 8/10 of an inch of rainfall in Hayworth, just outside of Ellsworth, between Bloomington and Ellsworth. A half inch of rain. A third of an inch of rain just north of Arrowsmith in eastern McLean County, and north of Bellflower along 54 in southeast McLean County. 4/10 of an inch of rainfall in that portion of McLean County. Moving to the east in Champaign County, reports ranging between a third, a half, and 2/3 of an inch of rainfall in Champaign-Urbana. About a half an inch of rain in Mahomet. A couple of reports around 2/3 and 7/10 inches of rainfall in the Mahomet area of Champaign County. North of Fisher in the northwest corner of the county, a third of an inch of rain. 4/10 of an inch of rain in Rantoul. And in the northeast corner of Champaign County, also a third of an inch of rain. A half an inch of rain reported in St. Joseph in the eastern half of the county. Also a half an inch of rain around Homer in eastern Champaign County. Same for Sidney and Philo, north of a half an inch of rain reported in those two communities as well. Other parts of central Illinois from that Monday line of rain and storms, an inch of rain just outside of Taylorville and Christian County, an inch and 9/10 between Assumption and Pana along 51 in the southeast corner of Christian County. A little less than an inch of rain in Morrisonville in southwest Christian County, and an inch and 7/10 in the northwest corner of Christian County near Edinburgh. Other areas of southern Illinois, around 2 9/10 inches of rain in Sullivan in Moultrie County, north of Lovington, south of Hammond in northern Moultrie County. 2 inches of rainfall reported there. An inch and a half between Hammond and Atwood in the northeast corner of Moultrie County. About an inch and 6/10 in Arthur from those rains on Monday. 2 3/10 inches of rain in Shelbyville, an inch and 8/10 in Mattoon in Coles County, 2 8/10 inches in Effingham County, at the Montgomery Christian County line north of Nokomis, an inch and 8/10. Elsewhere, let's move to the Peoria area. Not as much rain. Peoria got about a third of an inch of rain in Peoria County. Tazewell County, Morton got about 2/3 to 7/10 of an inch of rainfall. Outside of Pekin, an inch and a quarter. Between Tremont and Mackinac, 6/10 of an inch of rainfall. Northern Tazewell County, Washington got about 4/10 of an inch of rain. Into Woodford County, Metamora got about a third of an inch of rain. And near the river in western Woodford County, about a third to a 4/10 of an inch of rainfall. Near a half an inch of rain in El Paso in eastern Woodford County. Between El Paso and Benson, about a third of an inch of rain along the highway as well. Other areas of central Illinois with significant rainfall, about a half to 2/3 of an inch of rain in the Danville area of Vermilion County. As always, rainfall totals, I should mention, about looking to the west a little bit here real fast, 3 inches of rain in Menard County, 6 inches of rain in Mason County, around Havana, Lewistown in Fulton County, 6 8/10 inches of rain, 4 inches of rain in Canton in Fulton County. Fairview in northern Fulton County, 2 6/10 inches of rainfall. A lot of rain in the western portion of the state from those storms in the overnight on Monday. Well, as we mentioned, cocoraz.org, where you can find all those rainfall totals. Great interactive map. You can zoom in, zoom out very easily, find specific spots on the map as well. Again, that's cocoraz.org. Let's get to the news on this Wednesday. The 2024 DeWitt County 4-H Fair is in the books. The 4-H General Show and Livestock shows were this past weekend in Clinton, bringing together 4-H students from DeWitt, Macon, and Piatt counties. Bentley Tyler showed livestock and made a beach chair to honor his late grandfather.
So I had 2 feet boards, 2.5 boards leaning up on the back to make like a beach chair. And I stained it. I put half water, half stain, and it can like make it lighter. And like you see the knots, it like helps it to like look better for showing and stuff. It took a day to build it, and then it took a day and a half to stain. I wanted to build a chair because my grandpa passed when it was my brother's birthday, and got buried on my birthday. So he likes beach chairs and stuff, like stain chairs, so I made it for like him. I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm probably gonna put it right next to my grandpa's, like put it behind my grandpa's funeral site.
Annie Blacker did a forestry project among almost a dozen entries she showed at this past weekend's fair. For her forestry project, she took all the trees she had at home to identify those.
I found a poster board, and I found some straight-looking sticks, and I cut them up, and I spelled out tree ID and with the sticks, and then I super glued it onto the board, the poster board. And then I went around my farm because I live on like 80-something acres of land. I went around, and the back of my house, like 10 acres of the back of my house is just timber. I walked through the timber and found 12 different types of trees. I had to learn some of them, but I knew the basics, like bitternut hickory, a honey locust, I think, a honey locust, and I think those were the only 2.
Gideon Kraft took the project Fishing Sports, and his project is the story of one of his favorite adventures while fishing.
Yes, I am doing a sport about multiple fishing knots, and I'm telling a story in my project about how when I first started fishing, I didn't know how to tie a proper fishing knot. So then I lost a huge fish because I didn't know how to. There are multiple projects. One is about how to make lures. Okay. It's just all about fishing in one category. I've been fishing all my life, but we really just started fishing a lot this year. I caught a 14-inch crappie the other day. Not the other day. It was a few weeks ago. And it's actually in my experience story. And I learned how to tie a proper fishing knot, and I cast it out. In my first cast, I got the crappie on, and it put up a huge fight. And then I got it in, and I had to run all the way to my family to show them the fish. It's the FFA ponds in Farmer City. Okay.
The WHOW Fair Tour stopped by the fairgrounds in Clinton on Saturday morning. Hear more coverage from upcoming fairs in Central Illinois on WHOW, including coverage from the Illinois State Fair in August. Last week, the city of Clinton announced it would be demolishing Kiwanis Park and rebuilding it. The fact the park would be rebuilt was stressed by the Clinton City Council Tuesday night. Commissioner Dan Ballinger says the wood of the roughly 25-year-old playground is simply unsafe.
Kind of hit on mine earlier. I was going to, let everybody know that the park is the ultimate play space. 25 years old. It don't seem like it's been that long. I know the public put a lot of labor into it, and it looked like it was salvageable above ground, but I think Steve can verify. The wood goes into the ground. There's a lot of rotten wood in the ground that nobody could see. It was, at the point, it was not safe anymore. Is that correct, Steve?
Yeah.
It had to come down. We've had people with nails, and it was not worth taking a chance of anybody getting hurt on it. So we made the decision to bring it down, and Taylor has been working and Steve have been working with 2 design companies on new playground equipment, has them in-house. We have the quotes. We'll be looking at them really fast and making some decisions, and we'll be moving forward with Kiwanis Park. So we're asking the media to let the public know this and be patient with us. We're going to put something back really nice for them, okay? The splash park will not be interrupted. It'll stay like it is. Hopefully that'll be another phase, but not right now.
Commissioner John Weiss asked Commissioner Ballinger to address some things brought up on social media regarding markers that are at the park of historical significance for those who helped construct the park many years ago.
You see on Facebook a lot of things, and they've got the marker bricks and everything.
They are staying.
And will we move them and then put them back?
They are staying right like they are, not being touched.
Okay.
Steve is taking great diligence to make sure they don't get moved. And a lot of people have asked with the new one if they could buy bricks and expand it. We're looking at that. We got a lot of in-house work to do on it, but no, they are going to stay because them are the original people of that, and we don't want to disturb it.
And around the outside of it, we have the plaques of the people that have worked on it over the period of time, like the different companies and different groups.
I don't think they were rotted.
They're just,
so bad.
I didn't know if they would be.
They weren't salvageable.
Not.
They weren't salvageable.
Okay.
But the pavers are staying. We have the benches down there that we're going to try to incorporate right back into it. And if everybody be patient, we're going to give them something nice.
Just want to make sure
Okay?
they do.
And another goal down there at that park is maybe back by the railroad tracks, kind of clean some brush and open it up so it's not such a secluded area. And make it so where people can see in there and maybe detour some problems. Okay? And you guys throw ideas at us because we need them. So.
Well, I know it's come on designs too. It's going to be more open what the other was, where they can't be hiding in there and sleeping and stuff. So.
Exactly.
Good.
It was just to the point. It was somebody was going to get hurt, and that would have cost more than the playground would have. So it's time.
Commissioner Ballinger indicates when the time comes to construct the new park, they'll be seeking volunteers to help. In the meantime, the council put on file proposals for the playground to be approved at next month's meeting. The new state director for USDA Rural Development is on the job. Pam Manetti is from Bunker Hill in Macoupin County. She was in Carterville late last week visiting FoodWorks, which received a $168,000 grant to help purchase a food truck to serve as a mobile farmers market.
Sometimes we don't see how these projects come out and actually help individuals, but looking at the food truck in Carterville today and the individuals that were able to go there and purchase fresh fruits and vegetables, that's taking a project that we helped fund and helping these individuals in their homes and in their families. And so I want to tell those stories. I want to talk about why rural development is so invaluable.
Food products from 14 local Illinois farms and small businesses will be sold through this mobile market in exchange for a small weekly fee, thus allowing the farms and businesses to expand their markets and increase their revenue. News time is 23 minutes after the hour. Get news anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Sharkey. I'm a fifth-generation farmer from just outside of Bradford, Illinois.